Hello everyone, this is Sue from Sue's Paper Creations. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Canada, and today I am super excited about sharing with you some projects that I've been working on with the Color Your Season bundle. So this bundle is for a limited time only. It is running for the month of August, but only while supplies last. And I can see definitely the framelits here, how gorgeous the detail are, them running out before August. So you're going to want to grab these products as quick as possible, and I'm going to show you some of the beautiful projects and the details that I've had fun creating, stamping and cutting out pieces yesterday. I'm also, in this video, you're going to see lots of different things. I'm going to introduce a couple brand new embossing folders from our new holiday catalog, so you're going to get a sneak peek. I am going to show you the beautiful watercolor pencils. There's a new assortment that we've got. Beautiful, gorgeous colors. Some of them are actually brand new colors that we just released this year for our annual catalog. And we have not been told if this is going to continue on, so you're going to want to grab these as well. I'm hoping they go into the new annual catalog, but it's not a guarantee, okay? I'm going to show you some tricks on how to blend with your Wink of Stella, so you can actually blend and get shimmer at the same time. Also, how you can ink up your ribbons and make them custom colors. How you can work the different layers of these fabulous framelit dies that are in this Color Your Season set. And what else have I got for you? Oh, I can't forget, I am going to introduce our first multi-purpose tool. This is amazing. It is called Take Your Pick, and I'm going to show you how I can pick up sequins with it. We are going to deal with our pearls and rhinestones, that sort of stuff with it as well, and just all the things that come with this tool, because this is going to be available in the holiday catalog in September, and it is a must-have. At $13.50, it is a bargain. It's awesome. So I say, you know, grab a cup of coffee, let's get started. I do have a current host code, so for all you that are watching within Canada, you can head to my online store at any time. It is open 24/7, and anytime you like, you can do some shopping. I will let you know that at this point, right now, it is for the month of August. We have our bonus days going on. So bonus days are back. So for every $60 that you spend in the month of August, you will get an email. So the email is very, very important. You will get an email mailed to you with a code. Now this code means that when you place an order in September, you will get $10 off, or sorry, $6 off for every single code that you have. So say you spend $120 in August. It has to be spent in $60 blocks to get the codes. But say you put in an order for $120, they are going to send you 2 codes. When you place that order in September, there will be a portion, and I'll post all this. There will be a little spot to put in a code. For each code that you put in, doesn't matter how many you put in, it will take $6 off your order. So it's awesome. It's like bonus dollars that you can spend next month, okay? So just to show you, I do not actually have all the stamp set and the framelits from the set. I was away on the Alaskan cruise and was so excited for it because it was my first incentive trip that I didn't get it ordered. But a team member of mine and good friend Erica came over, and I got a chance to play with the set. And these are some of the cards. I finished 2, but the other ones I wanted to leave in pieces so you guys could see how to blend with the Wink of Stella and work all the different layers. So grab yourself a coffee. We are going to go through a lot of fun tips and tricks this morning, and how to really work these Color Your Season stamps and framelits. So tons of ideas for you guys, okay? I wanted to show you, I didn't get a chance to cut out these pieces just because we were having so much fun and chatting so much. But these are beautiful little detailed pieces that also come in the framelit set. This cuts out the bell. I've got this to show you and this. And this is what I really wanted to show you, was these beautiful shapes here. You can see there's stitching on both sides and the blade is actually in the middle. So when you cut these out, you actually get stitching on both sides of the cutout, the positive and the negative. So this is awesome for framing and for just the detail on the edges of your pieces. So you can use the multi-pieces together, or you can use them on different cards, and I'm going to show you all that. Okay, so let's jump in. First of all, I am going to show you, I don't even know where to start. I am going to show you these two creations that I did, and if you look very carefully, you will notice that this piece right here actually fits inside this one. So I used just one of the framelits to cut out this shape, and what it gave me is it gave me this beautiful frame with the stitching. So I could use that on one card, and then it gave me the cutout with the beautiful stitching that I could use on this one. So you can kind of see how the leaves are a little bit shimmery, and I'm going to show you how I did that with the Wink of Stella. But what you might notice, this is just a little preview, is this beautiful corrugated texture. So this is one of our brand new textures from the holiday catalog that's going to be coming out. And it is a dynamic one, so it is really, really thick. It is awesome. This is it right here. So that you can look forward to in the holiday catalog. So that's my first little preview share for you guys. But I want you to notice how when you cut out your shape, you end up with two pieces. You can use them for two different cards, okay? So that's one way you can do it. Actually, let's show you how to blend. I'm going to bring in this one here, and this is the one I'm going to work on right now. Oh, I might as well show you. This is another embossing folder that is brand new to the holiday catalog. Isn't that awesome? This is my favorite. Imagine this done in metal. This is this one right here. So again, another dynamic folder. And it is beautiful. So this is just done with soft suede, but you could do it with metal. You could tarnish it up with some black over top, and it is going to be really, really cool to work with. So that I'm using as my background. But what I want to show you before I put all this together, I'm going to pull in pieces from other cards, because this is how I cut this out. And I just want to see kind of like the dynamics of these framelits and how you can work them. Okay, so what I did to cut this out is I used two of the different sized framelits and I ran them through my Big Shot. Okay, so this is just two. This is the medium and the large size. So when I ran it through, I want you to see what I ended up with, right? I could have just run it through once to get you know, the piece that I wanted, but I wanted to have this little frame piece. So I ran two of them together and it gave me these three pieces. I'm going to use these three pieces on three different cards. So I'm going to use this one a little bit later on a Christmas card. This one though, I wanted to use to frame in this one that I had cut out. And I'm going to add that little frame around there. Isn't that gorgeous? And because it was the piece that was in between two framelits, I have got stitch detail on both sides. This is what I love about it, okay? Then that left me with this beautiful frame that I can use for this card. Okay, are you following me with the fantastic layering business? Okay, so that is how I got all those pieces for all the different cards, right? So whether you use the extra pieces now or later, you have them, okay? So I'm going to show you how I'm going to blend up this one, all right? So this is where the fun begins. I am going to get in my Wink of Stella because I want you to be able to see. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. I want you guys to be able to see how I used the new watercolor pencils. So I did a lot of this beforehand, the coloring. I actually colored a lot of these pieces last night just because otherwise the video would be really, really long for watching me color. But these are the beautiful new colors for the watercolor pencils. And I used some Granny Apple Green and I used some Cherry Cobbler for this one. And all I did was just went in, did some coloring on the different areas where I wanted the color to be laid down. I wasn't too precise with my coloring because I'm going to blend the color around. So again, I just went in a little bit. I like to follow actually where I have the natural lines of the stamps at. This one, just so you know, I did emboss it on, this is on Calypso Coral, and I used white embossing powder on this. Okay, so that's what you see. That's why you see it white. But I want to show you the amazing transformation when you use your Wink of Stella. So you could use a watercolor pencil an aqua painter or a blender pen to blend out these colors. If you want the added bonus of shimmer, then you can use your Wink of Stella. And the Wink of Stella is going to blend that color just like, look at this. I gotta bring it up close for you guys. See that? It is going to blend it, but it is going to add the shimmer. Isn't that fabulous? So I just have to go around and color with it like I did, like I would an aqua painter, and it is going to blend the color but also blend in the shimmer. So I'm going to go around, I'm going to quickly do, this doesn't take very long. You don't need to squeeze too much of the shimmer out. There's enough liquid in the tip that it blends really easily. As you can see, I'm doing this fairly quickly, and you guys are going to be amazed at the result that this will show. Okay, now a couple things to note when you're doing this. If you are doing this on an image that you have stamped on white cardstock and you have stamped your image in just one of our classic inks, which is a water-based ink, when you go to blend, what is going to happen with the Wink of Stella, what is going to happen is it is going to blend the color of the ink lines within the image. Okay, so sometimes you want that. Sometimes it almost acts like shading. Okay, so sometimes that is what the result that you're wanting. But if you don't want that blurriness and you just want the color that you're coloring with, then that's when you're going to want to use just your Memento ink or your StazOn so that the lines of your image don't smear, okay, or run. So it's just like the same as when you're doing watercoloring, same thing. You want to use those same principles with the inks of the stamped images. So when you do watercoloring, you always use your Memento or your StazOn, and same thing when you're blending with your Wink of Stella. Okay, so there we have it. So check that out. This is why I didn't want to finish my card yet, because I wanted you guys to see. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? So beautiful, easy blending, and you can really see that shine. Okay, now I could blend out, actually I could blend out these leaves a little bit more just to move that color around a little bit, but you guys get the idea. It blends fairly easily. Okay, so that is one card. Let's finish it off. Okay, I am going to tie in a little bit of this gorgeous green. So I'll quickly finish this one off for you guys. I do have my glue dots around here. So much info for you guys. Just grab them. Okay. All right, so I've got all my adhesives. I am organized now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring you out just a little bit. You can just see me just assemble this one. So this is the new Granny Apple Green ribbon, and I wanted to bring that in because I'm using Granny Apple Green. And I'm just going to pull this together like this. That's one. And actually what I should have out is my new little tool. I'm going to pick up my glue dots with it. See, I gotta get used to using this, so I can just pick up my glue dots with this Take Your Pick tool. So I'm just using this little spatula end, and I'm going to put that onto my card. These little snail. And again, I love, love, love this new texture. Okay. There we are. Make sure nice and straight. Perfect. Then I am going to add this little frame. So remember, this is the little framework that we did by, and the way we got this is we just layered 2 of those gorgeous framelit shapes because they nest. So I nested 2 together and cut out this beautiful frame to go around this card just like that. And I am just going to pop this out onto here. Okay, let's get out our dimensions. And I think this is just stunning just the way it is. I mean, I'm going to keep this one simple. You could add some other embellishments to it. Actually, maybe we'll add some beautiful pearls to it just because we can. So I will finish it off with, let's see, let's go with some of these beautiful silver pearls. So again, this is your Take Your Pick tool. I'll go over this a little bit more with you guys later, but I'm just going to pick those up with my little spatula end. And I'm going to pop a couple of these down. I like to work in 3s. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's do one right here. Okay, so there we have beautiful shimmer blended card. Okay, so that's one way you can use your Wink of Stella to blend things out. Now, I'm going to put that one aside. Love it. Okay, one more done, and I'm going to bring in this one. So this is, again, using the watercolored markers, and I've got this piece I showed you before that I cut out with the frame. Now if I wanted, I could go in and I could again Wink of Stella this, and I would get the shimmer. So let's give it a try. And what it's going to do, see how it just blends. Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna Wink of Stella it, because you know what, why wouldn't you? When you have a chance to have shimmer on everything. That is beautiful. So this is just on Whisper White. So this is where I wanted to make sure, so it's actually good I'm showing this. I wanted to make sure that I wouldn't have the black lines that I stamped this with bleed. So I used the Memento ink, and so therefore I end up with the nice crisp black lines that aren't going to bleed out into my beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous grape. So I did a little bit of shading just where the main lines of the image are, and I find that that's usually enough to pull that color out, whether you're using your aqua painter or whether you're using Wink of Stella. It kind of makes shading in the perfect spot. So again, I'm doing kind of a quick version. Now, I do make sure, just like an aqua painter, that I kind of rub off my Wink of Stella before I switch to another color, although I forgot to do the purple here. Let's quickly do that. But I do like to make sure that I don't have one color working into another. So now I'm going to work the green. Oh, this is cool. I love, love, love these new colors. So if you have not already picked up the new, all the new colors and ink pads, I mean, I would definitely recommend getting these ones. I love Gorgeous Grape. It's my favorite new purple. And this Granny Apple Green is awesome for spring all the way to fall and Christmas. All right. All right, I think we are good. All right. So there you have it. So again, let's see if we can see the shimmer and see how it blends. And I mean, I just did that very quickly. If you're doing it at home, you could spend a little bit more time and really work the different colors where you want them. But it doesn't take much. And you get the bonus of that shimmer. So we are going to finish this one off. Let's see here. I'm going to put a little frame. So again, this was after we nested those two framelets, we ended up with this extra big frame here. And I love it because I get to place it on with this beautiful purple color. And I love the colors together. So we are going to do a couple things with this. I'm going to add some extra purple. This is just our pinstriped ribbon. And again, this is in Gorgeous Grape. So I'm going to use a little tool here, and we are going to just get a little bit of a glue dot on either side, like that. And we are going to add just this ribbon. So this is how I am finishing off this one. It's really quick and easy. Okay, now I'm gonna layer that on there. I do have a saying though for this one. I just have to find out. There it is right in front of me. And I'm gonna just put that over top of there. But first, let's attach this to the card. I have also got another one of the almost like little embellishment framelets from the same framelit set, and it goes beautifully with the imagery, and it is this little, almost like a little daisy chain. So I'm going to put that up top here because I think that looks really pretty. And again, I'm just going to actually pop glue dots directly onto this one. So 1 and 2, and I'm going to attach that on there like that. Just to add that to the top of the frame. Okay, we're looking good. I am going to add my little saying here. And again, this is one of the beautiful sayings from this stamp set. All right, I'm going to overlap the ribbon just a little bit. Just like that. And there you have beautiful shimmer in the Gorgeous Grape and Granny Apple Green. So I love that. Okay, so that is another one done. Okay, now this is one that I'm going to bring in. This is the last one I'm going to do for you guys, but I wanted to show you how to work all 3 layers. So again, I have nested 2 of the shapes together. This time I used the smaller one and the medium one. Okay, I stamped on it first, and I embossed it with white embossing powder. Then I ran it through the Big Shot. Okay, now you may notice that this has a little bit of shimmer on it. I can't, you know what, once you start blending with the shimmer, the Wink of Stella, I tell you, it's hard to stop. So this I went over with just a, I think it was Cherry Cobbler, one of the pencils, and just added, so it was a little bit darker and a little bit shimmer. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I am going to show you how to work all of the layers on this card. Okay, I'm going to show you, let's see here, let's put on this one first. So I'm going to start from the bottom up, and you will see how you can really highlight all the different layers but have all the detail. So I'm going to start by laying down this one here. So I am working with, just so you know the colors I'm working with, this is Soft Seafoam. I thought it was just a really cool contrast with this Cajun Craze. I like these colors together. I've never used them together, but for some reason it just caught my eye and I went with it. So I gotta make sure I'm straight. That's the problem. I'm gonna have to stand up, you guys, so I can get over top of this. I'm not a sit and crafter, I have to be over top of things so I can line them up. There, that's better. Okay, so that is my first layer. So I've laid that down. You can see the stitch work. Okay, so you can see the detail still. But you know what? I am going to put a little tone-on-tone stripe across over top of that. So this is where I'm going to start building in the layers, but still keeping some of the detail. And kind of I like doing tone-on-tone. So I'm going to put that across the middle. That's going to change up the look of this framelit for the bottom. Okay, you following me? Next, then I'm going to place this piece over top, and I'm going to insert it so then you can see the double stitching up here. You can see the stitching detail on these sides, but it kind of breaks up the pattern a little bit. Okay. Oh, let's get my, come on, snail. Okay. Now I want to make sure that I'm going, because I'm going to be lining up the patterns. So I kind of insert it in there like so and lay it down. Okay, let's do a little close up. So see how now you can see double stitched, and then you see this cool detail on the side. Okay, now we're not done yet because we want to add another layer on top of that, but we want to do a little tone-on-tone again and just break it up so that all the layers stand out a little bit more. Okay, see how I'm kind of breaking it up a little bit but adding layers in between so you can see the detail in all three layers, but it's broken up enough with a little something to pop them out, each one separately. Okay, so this is where I want to show you how I did this beautiful, took this beautiful metallic edge ribbon. This is my favorite ribbon in our annual catalog, and I wanted again to keep the tone on tone, and I was looking for a mint macaroon ribbon, or sorry, a soft seafoam ribbon, and I didn't have one. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make one. So I took my re-inker here, and all you have to do, just bring this in like this. I'm just going to do the edge of this so you guys can see. And you can either sponge on a little bit, you could use an aqua painter to paint it, but I wanted a really deep color. So I just went over my ribbon like this. And then I just used a little paper towel and I just spread it and squished it. Okay, just like that. Let it kind of bleed into the ribbon. And that is how I ended up with soft seafoam ribbon with gorgeous silver trim. Okay, so really quick and easy. You could you need a certain color ribbon, you know, as long as you have a couple rolls of this on hand. I always have a couple rolls of this metal edged ribbon so that I can make the color that I want. You can even use Brusho on this, which makes a really cool effect too. Okay, so that's a little side tip for you guys. Now I'm going to add my ribbon to this card. I do have to sit down for this part because I need my glue dots and I need to work my little tool here. So I'm going to grab a couple glue dots and I'm going to place them actually in the front here. Place one on this side because I'm going to wrap this around my card. I'm going to push that in. I'm going to wrap it around and I'm going to push it in again. Okay. So now I've got my ribbon going through, and then this last little piece I'm actually going to pop out. Okay, so I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensions, just like that. And this is a way that you can work all three levels of those beautiful framelits. So just pick two of them, whether it's a small and medium or medium and large, and you can start layering them on top. They kind of get lost, all the detail gets lost if you don't have something kind of just interrupting the pattern ever so slightly. And again, I got to stand up for this. Love it. There we go. Oh, you know what? One thing you want to make sure you're doing, look at me. I got to put this the other way because I want this pattern to actually match and fit right back in there. Okay. I almost put it on backwards. Okay. There you go. So see how you've got all your detail And now you can really notice the detail on the edges because we've kind of broken it up ever so slightly with not a lot of bright detail, but kind of blending in tone on tone on tone between the layers. And it really pops out all the layers of the stitching. Okay, now I don't have a saying done for this one yet. Okay, just because I wanted to focus on showing you the different layers, but I will add some detail to this, and then I will add a little saying to it, and I will post this one on my Facebook page. Okay, now I forgot to add some sequins on this one, and this is where I want to show you guys what this little tool can do. So I'm going to bring in my sequins, and I will officially show you more about this Take Your Pick tool. Okay, so this again will be in the annual catalog. You are going to get, comes in a little box with all these pieces, and I'm going to show you what they're about. This is a little spatula end. You saw me picking up pearls with it, glue dots. If you turn it and unlock it and lock it back in, you now have a piercing tool. So there is a little paddle and a piercing tool on this piece. Okay. Then there is more. There is also a small and large stylus, so you can just turn those and use whichever one you need. So these are going to be awesome. I'm going to use this to burnish some vellum coming up. Okay, I can just leave that one in there for now. Then on this side, you have got, this is a little putty end. Okay, so you get this one and you get a refill in your package. When you turn this, it expresses a little bit of sticky putty. Now, if you keep this little tip on, this putty is going to last you a long time, okay? It's going to keep its tackiness, but when it is finally not picking up things anymore, then you just kind of roll that little piece off and express a little bit more of the putty, okay? But this is awesome. So we are going to glue down some sequins. You know what I do need is some Tombow glue. Thought I had everything that I needed. I was just so excited to share this stuff with you. Okay, so I'm gonna just place, let's just place a few little tiny sequins here and there. Okay, let's go like that. That works for now. So now I'm gonna open up, this is just the metallic metallic sequins. Could you imagine? I almost opened it upside down. That would have been quite an amusing little show for you guys as sequins went everywhere. Okay, so now I have to decide which ones I want in here. That's the big question. I'm going to go for, oh, those two are stuck together. Let's see, I'm going to pick up, there's one. So you can see how the tacky side just picks them up like so. And then let's see what else I have in here. Let's go a little silver one, shall we? Let's see. I wanted to get some more of the kind of iridescent ones, so I'm just going to rub this around. I'll go with this one here. So you just have to basically press them in. Let's go for, being too picky here. No, that's got two stuck together. Let's go for this one. So it's quite easy to pick them up, move them around, just like so. So I think it beats having to use little tweezers because you can just kind of pick and choose which ones you want out of here and then drop them on your card. Voila. Okay, so just to add a little bit of sequence, a little bit of shimmer, Take Your Pick tool. There you go. That is new tool available September the 5th, $13.50, and it comes with all these little gadgets on it, plus a little refill for your putty. If you want to get a hold of it early, I mean, you could always put this into a starter kit along with a whole bunch of stuff from the holiday catalog. So that is a way of getting a hold of all these new toys, all the new textures I showed you that are coming out in the holiday catalog, is to pop them into a starter kit. for $135, no shipping. You get to pick out $165 worth of stuff, and you could put this color your season bundle, but you could also add in stuff from the holiday catalog and get it 1 month early. Okay, so that is what I have got to share with you today. I hope you guys learned a little bit about working your Wink of Stella in a different way. Again, I'll bring in these other little pieces, how you can use the different pieces that you cut for the negative and positive, because they both have the beautiful detail. Some new textures for you guys to see. And there is my 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Now, oh, can't forget that one, 5. Now I cut out DSP as well, so I want to show you that quickly. I did go ahead and cut out some layers of DSP as well. And again, you can see the beautiful detail on the DSP. It just frames it in nicely. And there's another piece there as well. I am going to be creating with these pieces from some items from the holiday catalog. So I will post that on my Facebook page as well, Sue's Paper Creations, so you can check that out, as well as using this piece. So I will be doing some more projects with it and sharing those with you. This is what I've got to share with you. I hope you have some ideas now on how to work those framelits. And remember, this stuff is only while supplies last in the month of August. So we have been told that these beautiful framelits with all the detail, as far as we know, they will not be continuing into the annual catalog, which is a bummer because they are amazing. So if you want them, grab them now because they are going to be beautiful with some of the holiday stamps. All right, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.